Okay, now we're in Auditing with GPOs Part 2, and in this video we're actually going to go set up auditing on a folder and just kind of show you the steps that we have to go through. First of all, let's start off. Let's go create a folder that we can audit, and I will go to my C drive and I will just right click and create a new folder and call it VTC Audit Test. So I have created the folder. Now what I need to do is go out to that folder and I need to say, okay, for the, let's add a group here for the global sales group. Okay, let me just hit S there and it'll jump down. There's sales global. I'll just double click that and say okay. Now for sales global, I'm going to deny access to that thing. Okay, I'm just going to deny everything for sales global. Actually, I'm going to take the full off, but I'll just do the modify and all that kind of stuff. And so I click apply, and it's warning me about the deny. That's kind of the nuclear option, but that's okay this time. And so now I have said that for sales global, you know, this is what you cannot do. Now I'm going to click advanced, and again, I'm going to say, you know what, I want to audit that. So I will edit here. And I will add, and I'll go to advanced, and again I'll hit an S, and we'll say sales global, and we're going to audit them. And anytime sales global fails at reading this folder, trying to delete this folder, anything like that, listing or reading data, it's going to fail. And notice I can check here to apply these entries to objects and or containers within this container only, and okay, we'll do that. And so I'll apply that. Now notice I have set the permissions, what a person can and can't do on here, the failures and all, and then went out on auditing and said, okay, this is what I want to audit on that particular object. Now I will close that, and now let's go out to our group policy management console, and I'm going to work on the default domain controllers policy. It's in the domain controllers container. I will right click and I will edit this policy, and so now here, this is a little hard to find until you've been in here a couple of hundred times. Policies, Windows settings, security settings, let me spread this out so you can see it, local policies, notice audit policy. Now right here you can see all the various things you can audit, and they're broken into categories: log on events, account management, directory service access, and so forth. We want to audit object access. So I double click this and I will define, and we want to see all the failures. So any failures that happen that this GPO is covering, we will get it. Now, done that, close that. I've updated the default domain controllers policy. Now if I close this and go try to access this, I probably won't see anything. Why? Because it's going to take 90 to 120 minutes for that particular GPO to be in effect. So what I'm going to do is do start run, and notice GP update. Enter that to update my policy right now. And so notice it's saying updating policy. Take it just a second here. This gives you an idea of kind of what's going on with group policy. It can take a minute or two. This is what will slow down logons and stuff. And so now it's on there. So let's go out here and let's log in as Frank Jones. Since Frank is in that global sales group, I don't remember if I pointed that out, but Frank Jones is in that global sales group. And so we will log on as FR Jones. And you may have to watch this video a couple of times to catch everything here. Auditing can get confusing. It can take 2 or 3 tries sometimes to get it right. Hopefully in a live demo I'll be able to get it right. So the first thing I want to do is let's go out to the event viewer and take a look at the security log. Now I made Frank Jones also an administrator so we could get into the Windows log with no problems for the purpose of this example. So if I go into the security log, you're going to see a lot of events because we're already logging by default a bunch of successes. So what I'm going to do is right click and I'm going to clear the log, and you'll see that it logged that I cleared the log. And so I will close this And now we will go out to the C drive and we will try to access VTC audit test. And notice it says you don't have permission. I say, well, doggone it. That's a Southern technical term. And so I will now go back out to the event viewer, and with a little luck I did all my steps correctly, and we should see a failure out here in the security log. Now, do we have anything? Yes, we've got some file system issues here, so let's just go look at these. Okay, we've got a file system problem here. We've got an audit failure. That's an event viewer. That's a file system. Notice this is where we tried to access audit test, and we failed. VTC Jones did it. And so we can look here, we can go to details and see a lot more, well, some more information. We can see an XML view of this, and notice we can copy this and put it somewhere else. And so this got audited. We can see that somebody tried to, and we can see audit failure, and we can go in here and see that FR Jones tried to access audit test. Okay, so that's auditing. It's a little complex first couple of times, a little clunky feeling. Just go through that. You will see questions about this on the exam.